Right now, most brands are paying for traffic. People browse, add to cart, even start checkout, then leave. If you don't have a recovery flow, that money just disappears. So this video is the 4 abandonment flows every e-commerce brand needs. Site abandon, browse abandon, cart abandon, and checkout abandon. And I'll show you the triggers and filters that keep these clean, the email sequences that work, and the tests that improve them over time. And I'm gonna build them all live in Klaviyo in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Here's the leak. People leave at different stages, and if you only have one abandonment flow, you're only catching one type of drop-off. The system has 4 flows: site, browse, cart, and checkout. And each one matches a different level of intent. That's why they work. So think in intent. Active on site is the lowest intent. They didn't even choose or pick a product. Viewed product is interest. They're just comparing or they're window shopping. And added to cart is strong intent. They picked items and they chose them, right? Started checkout is the highest intent. They were close to paying, and the goal is simple. Meet them where they are and move them one step forward. One rule is that the highest intent wins. One person should not receive multiple abandonment flows at the same time. Before you touch flows, confirm that your events are firing. In Klaviyo, go to analytics, then go to metrics, and make sure that you have these metrics all there. Active on site, viewed product, added to cart, started checkout, and placed order. If one of those isn't firing, your flow won't trigger and you'll think your emails don't work, when the real issue is just the tracking. So this step takes 5 minutes and it's gonna save you hours. Site abandonment is for the people who visited your site but didn't view a product. That means they didn't even pick what they want. So this is not a close the sale flow, this is a give direction flow. The trigger is active on site, and the filters exclude anyone who viewed a product, added to cart, started a checkout, placed order, and there's a cooldown so it prevents overlap. So this is how it looks like in Klaviyo. Keep the site abandonment short. 2 emails is enough. Email 1 is just a start here route, okay? Best sellers, top categories, or one clean collection. It is 2 lines and just 1 CTA. Email 2 is a text-based email the next day, and there's just 1 question to help them choose and 2 or 3 links. The goal is not buy now, the goal is to get them to view products and start a real decision. Browse abandon is when someone viewed a product page and left without adding to cart. So this is the I'm interested but not sure stage. The trigger is viewed a product, and the filters exclude anyone who added to cart, started checkout, placed an order, or purchased. Add a cooldown so you're not hitting the same person constantly if they browse a lot. And the browse abandon works when it helps them decide, not when it nags. The browse abandon is a 3 email flow. Email 1 is just a reminder of what they viewed plus a few related items. This matters because sometimes they didn't add to cart because they weren't sure it was the right pick. So it just gives them some potential right picks. Email 2 is objections and FAQ. So shipping, returns, sizing, trust, the basics that stop a first purchase. Email 3 is just the final nudge. If the brand uses incentives, you use them late, keep it a reassurance plus 1 clear path back. So there's just examples of emails where they show the product and just some suggestions underneath. Now we're at high intent. Cart abandon means they added items but didn't start checkout. The trigger is added to cart, and it excludes anyone who started checkout, placed order, and there's a cooldown so they don't get spammed. The cart abandon should always use dynamic cart content, show the exact items they left behind, and give 1 button back to the cart. No generic product pushing. Checkout abandon is different from the cart abandon. This is important. Cart abandon is I chose items but I didn't even start paying yet. Checkout abandon is I tried to pay and something stopped me. So the trigger is different and the message focus is different. Checkout abandon trigger is started checkout. So you filter out purchasers and there's a cooldown so you don't spam anybody. And the content should target the 3 common blockers: shipping cost or delivery time, payment issues and payment options, trust and risk, so returns, guarantees, and support. The checkout abandon is friction removal. It should feel like you're making it easier to finish. So here's the simple email map for the cart and the checkout. Same structure, different trigger, and slightly different wording. Email 1 is a reminder with the dynamic items and just 1 button back. Email 2 is text-based, quick reminder with 1 trust point. Email 3 is the FAQ and risk reversal, so shipping, returns, support. Email 4 is a last reminder, incentive. Now the stats in plain English are flows are just a small slice of total emails sent, but they drive a big slice of revenue because they're triggered by behavior. That's why we prioritize flows first. Campaigns are broad, and flows hit people when intent is high. Test your first delay with a random split. Some brands do better with faster reminders, some need more time. You test and keep what wins for you. Don't obsess over open rates. Track clicks, place orders, and revenue per recipient. That tells you what actually made money. Next video, I'm opening Klaviyo and building all 4 flows live. Triggers, filters, dynamic blocks, and the exact test. So stay tuned.